Welcome. It's Regan080 bringing you our Club to Glory episode number 4. And in this episode, it's all about our one to watch cards and our gameplay. Now, on the screen right now, you obviously Michi BATSHUAYI. He's right there, looking very good. Haven't played a game with him yet, but I did play with his 80 overall version, and it was pretty spectacular. He averaged me about a goal contribution per game when I had his 80 version. I'm hoping he does something close to that or better, and that would be fantastic. And with these stats, like, it's just crazy. Those are stats of an icon. Like, the 84 pace, the 89 shooting, clinical as ever. He's got the agility for a big man that's 6'1", and then he's got the strength of Adebayo and Fenwa. So he's gonna be a machine, I believe, in our team with the 4-star weak foot, and he's 6'1" too. So he's gonna be able to win headers, and yeah. And now we got the Theo Walcott. He is going to be a good super sub. I want to keep one of them at least for sure, just because of the potential upgrade he gets, making him a machine. And everybody knows that he's going to be a great substitute in FUT Champions. With our gameplay, today in this first game, our first game went alright. Our first game did go alright. And then the next 3 after that, with the wins and losses, we didn't do so well in that category. I guess, choked under the pressure of making a video about it. But let's not talk about that now. Let's get into the gameplay. So our first goal was awesome. And now we got Michi BATSHUAYI clinical, just slotting it into the bottom corner. Wonderful play there. And with BATSHUAYI, he really does know how to put the ball in the net, and he's got an eye for goal. With those medium-low work rates, you'd think, I'm not too sure. Is he going to be in the right position? I can assure you that he's always going to be in the right position. He's always going to be on the shoulder of that last defender running through on goal as he just sweats it across to Theo Walcott for his first goal at the club. And with BATSHUAYI's pace, I have a hawk on him, taking him up to about 90 pace. That's more than enough pace on BATSHUAYI. 90 in this game. I think if you got 90 pace, you're fine. You can get in behind the defense, and especially with that 94 strength, which I'll talk about later. But the pace, it's definitely enough. The acceleration, he doesn't feel slow accelerating on the ball. And once he gets up to top speed, it's almost impossible to take him off of it. But with his shooting, he might be one of the most clinical players I've used shooting on this game. Every single time you get into the area with him, it's just slotted into the back of the net. Weak foot, strong foot, head, it goes in for him. And we got the penalty up here with him. Gotta give it to our main man. And I wanted to go to the right side of the goal here, but in these games there was a lot of button delay, and you might see it on a couple of the clips where, wow, why did you do that, or why didn't you go somewhere else? I simply couldn't. I saw the play myself, and the game just, with the button delay, wouldn't let me go to those areas. So, that's that. With BATSHUAYI's dribbling, he is pretty good with the agility side of things. He's not your Leo Messi or your Neymar Zito, but he definitely can weave in and out of players, and with the ball roll and the roulettes and the fake shots and all those moves with the drag backs and what such, which I use skill moves a little bit, but I don't go overboard, and I would not call myself a skiller whatsoever. But he does control the ball well, gets it into his feet, and it stays fairly tight to him. I'm not saying that he's the best dribbler, but I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's good. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd say a 7.58ish, which is pretty good. With his physical, though, the physical on Michi BATSHUAYI is unbelievable. This guy does not get touched. He wins aerial battles. He doesn't lose goal kicks. And I didn't put any of like the goal kick clips in the game, but every single time I bombed a goal kick up to him, he just heads it down to his teammate, and they're off running. And with this guy I'm playing right here, the team that you just saw on screen, this guy was an incredible player. I have never played, well, I have played better players, but this guy was unbelievable. I mean, some of the things that I did in this game, I caused my own mistakes, like there off the goal kick. I just gave it to him, but he was such a good player. He just read the play defensively, and like he was always in the right lane for interceptions, like right there, and then he's on the counter. And in these games, though, I did notice that most of my goals were conceded off the counter, which I wasn't too happy about. And at the end of the game, you'll see that I do beat this guy in possession, but this goal from Raja Nainggolan was insane. Just bang, off the volley, however you like. But my opponent, I guess, was a little bit ticked off about that, and comes right back down with Mo Salah, and slots it into the back of the net, and then begins to shush me. I didn't know if it was a shush-worthy goal. I mean, it was the daily knockout tournament. I wanted to play those in these games, so I had the best connection possible. But yeah, and now on to Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott was actually very good for me. He has good dribbling now with that upgrade, and his shooting is good now. Now he's usable. I mean, back when I started the game, Theo Walcott was a guy that was like, oh yeah, he'll be overpowered like he was in FIFA 17. Just use his base card and he'll just run by defenses and slot into the back of the net. That's not true anymore. But with this one to watch card, he does that. He scores goals and he brings the pace to the team with the solid dribbling. He only has 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot, and he's a medium, but he's still a very good player. And this, I just got to stop this for a second, but look at that goal from Andrei Yarmolenko. I've always debated on getting rid of this guy in my team, and I still always come back to him and say, yeah, you know what, I'm not getting rid of him, because he does stuff like this for me. Just dribbles by and see ya, bang, back of the net, top bins, however you like, it's in there. And yeah, so this game was looking very good. I was up 2-0, and for some reason I just decided to play like poor defense and just didn't play my way after that. I think in these games I was trying to focus so much on the 2-1 to watch cards and just scoring goals with them that I just completely forgot about wins and like actually good results, which is always should be the first thing. You should never take away results and wins just because you want to score goals with a couple players and do a review on them. So in these games, yes, you can see that they're good players, but I messed up in the fact that I tried to just get goals and nothing else. But you will see after I'm done playing this stretch of 4 games, I was mad at myself that I wasn't winning these games, so I hopped on to another game, and I just said, you know what, screw it, I just got to do this for myself, and I got to win a game. And it's pretty funny what happens. We absolutely annihilate our opponent 5-1 before halftime in the final game that I show you guys. And you guys will be like, well, why didn't you do that before? Well, I guess it was the pressure. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. And I definitely think I should have beat some of these guys, but that's just not the way it ended, and that's the unfortunate part. But with all that being said, my gameplay, I do tend to play a more possession style. I'm not a counterattack guy. I hate absorbing pressure like lots of people, and that's a frustrating part about this game is lots of players that play FIFA, they sit on Park the Bus with a pacey counter-attacking team, and that's all the only way they score, and that's how I conceded lots of goals on this stretch of games, which I wasn't too happy about. And here's just a stupid play by me, just kicking it to his player. Like, I gotta be better than that, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and I definitely can get possibly Elite 3 in the Weekend League if I wasn't so busy with other things. But you know what? Sometimes you don't have time to play the games, and that's just the way it goes. But anyways, with the Walcott, he's got pace, he can shoot, and he's got dribbling. I'd say he's an Ahmed Musa, just less agility, and without the 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, obviously. But I definitely think Walcott's worth investing into, because if he gets another upgrade, he's gonna have like 94, 95 pace, about 85, 86 shooting, with like 88 dribbling. That's a next level card, and that's like a huge super sub for FUT Champions. So that card will go up to like, I don't know, 80 to 100k, and if you can buy them right now for about 55, which is good. And these SBCs, this one today with Lucas, definitely do it. It's only 11k, and you get a gold players pack, so that's just one rare. You get a prime mixed players pack, and you also get a premium jumbo gold pack. So that's for 12k. That's on average what FUTBIN's saying is 12k. I did it for about 10.5, which is very cheap, and I think that you should definitely invest in it. But we got absolutely nothing in ours, and I know that we'll be able to make our at least 10k back on it, so it's definitely worth the, well, basically it's no risk of losing anything at all. I mean, you just waste time doing the SBC, but we definitely can sell all this stuff for more than 12k on average. And yeah, and that other SBC that you saw, the, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but that SBC, it's like one of the new advanced ones. It has very, very good rewards, and I think it's worth doing, but you gotta wait for it to drop down in price, because right now that whole SBC there costs about 75 to 80k depending, and I don't think you should be spending that much. If you can get it down to like 50 to 60k, it's worth it. You get a 50k pack, a mega pack, and 3 other pretty good packs in there, so then it would be worth it. But that being said, I wouldn't do it right now. Wait a little bit for it to go down and then jump on that. And then there were 2 icon SBCs released today. You got the prime Edwin van der Sar now, and then the prime Andrei Shevchenko, which both those cards look very, very good. And yeah, I'd just say buy them off the market, but I think you can spend your coins better. But this is the culture exchange. That's the SBC I'm talking about. You can make a lot of coins on that. Mega pack, premium jumbo gold pack, 2 of them, and then a prime. But yes, this is what I'm talking about, spending your coins more wisely. You have the icon Shevchenko, the medium version. That card goes for about 450k or more. And you can buy this Michy Batshuayi 1 to watch edition for about 90k right now. So that's a difference of about 350k if you're going to say Shevchenko on the low side. And the stats are very, very similar. Batshuayi and him have the same pace. The shooting for attack positioning, finishing, shot power goes to Batshuayi. The only thing that Shevchenko has is volleys, long shots, and penalties, which nobody really gives a crap about. Shevchenko has higher ball control stats, but Batshuayi has the way higher agility and balance. And then with the physical, you're getting a lot more strength with Batshuayi and a higher jumping rating. The stamina is nearly the same, so if I were you, I would not spend the money on an icon unless if it's absolutely game changing, like a Mateus, a Vieira, a Ruud Gullit. But I definitely think that you can find other ways to bring players into your squad that are worth the coins. Well, I'm not saying that these cards aren't worth the coins, but there's better alternatives to spending money on it. And yes, I know that the icons, they give you the luxury of linking everything automatically, and you don't have to worry about links then. But I think it's wise to save your coins until you can buy that icon that is game changing. If you're just buying a Rui Costa or a Marco Overmars, I think you're wasting your coins, because you can definitely find alternatives for that. If you're buying a Vieira or a Hullet or an R9, a Pele, guys that are game changing, that have like that team of the year-esque stats, then go for it. But you have to look at the cards individually compared to the end game, to what they have now and what's out now. And now we're getting into the game where I actually just play. I just play FIFA, and in the 3rd minute, Party whips it across, Kostic, goal. 1-0. Nothing too serious, just playing the game. Get the ball off of a corner, quick counter, pace. I didn't like this shot with Werner here. I didn't want it, so I cut back over to BATSHUAYI. 2-0. Easy as you like. Did you see that kind of control from me in the other games? Bits and pieces. But this was just a more team elemented game without really just showing off one guy. But I do have to show off this run from Michy BATSHUAYI. Halfway across the pitch, fake shot, bang, long shot, top bins. Absolute stunner from BATSHUAYI, and that was a very, very good goal. My opponent does come down, and he does get one back with Alvaro Morata. I didn't mind it. I didn't think my defense played bad. It was a counterattack yet again, another conceded counterattack. But that's how the game works. And now we got Florenzi down the wing here into BATSHUAYI, who does a ball roll, stops up, a little heel to heel, and then slots it into the bottom corner. This was a game where I wasn't forcing BATSHUAYI, and it just ended up on his feet, and he was scoring goals. And my opponent absolutely had enough of this game after this Werner long shot. Bang, into the net. So that's basically it for the video today. That's all I really had. BATSHUAYI, as you can see, 10 goals, 3 assists in 6 games. Absolute amazingness. But yeah, that's all I have for the video today. Tomorrow I'm probably going to bring rewards, and then the next day a trading method. So that's the plan for the weekend. I really do hope you guys enjoy. Please do comment at me and like get my attention for opinions on stuff. But this is the end of the video. I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. And again, if you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. All glory to God. I'm out. Peace.